What are the odds that whatever's inside of here actually survived? It's real messed up looking. It's very lumpy still.
Same.
Okay. I smell 2004. Get a big whip, boys. Is this a PlayStation TV?
Yes.
We already have one. What the hell am I looking at here? And wow, this is really well padded. Is this the PS2 TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so if you're unfamiliar, I am vaguely aware that there was, late in the PS2's life cycle, it wasn't officially called it, but it was basically a Sony Bravia TV that had an actual PlayStation 2 built into the TV. It was only sold, I want to say in like Europe and Japan maybe, and I am positive that they made like 17 of them and they're ludicrously expensive.
This TV sold for 200 pounds or about $300 at the time.
Okay, so actually a pretty good deal considering that this is a little Bravia LCD. And look at that. It's a little dirty, I'll say. And I really hope it works because it's a big boy. So this is a, I'm gonna guess what, like a 24-inch TV or something like that?
22.
I'm not even like exaggerating when I say, like, look at how much there is down here.
It came from Europe.
What you'll see is that you've got yourself the PS2 badging, you got memory card slots, you've got USB ports, controller slots, the open, it's like a PS2 Slim. So you have component, composite, HDMI, VGA, optical audio, and you also have, I saw it somewhere, Ethernet here on the back of the PS2 and optical audio coming out of the PS2. I assume though that the PS2 is probably wired into the TV directly, so you could just play it. Once I find an adapter for the plug, we're gonna see if this thing works. And then we're going to experience the PS2-ness together.
It's better than the PS.
I hear a little humming, but that's fine.
I hear
Oh, it's working! I saw a Sony logo. Oh, so I'm assuming spell is PlayStation 2? Yeah,
It
PlayStation
may,
2.
in fact, be in Dutch.
Spell? Oh yeah, that probably makes sense.
Because, you know,
Dutch people speak Dutch. What?
16 can figure out.
Okay, now that's rude and insensitive, Joanna. I'm sorry, that's a little
Okay.
Wait,
how
what?
am I?
Yeah, no, that's. I'm sorry, is everyone in the room learning what a different language is?
Yeah, we're trying to learn.
Oh wait, what's fout bij het lezen van disk?
Can't read the disc.
That's what I do with
I
that.
brushed up on my Dutch real fast.
I'd like to apologize to literally the entire world right now. We have offended, I think, everyone on planet Earth. So apologies.
You've said worse.
Oh.
Whoop. Give me a. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
I mean, this is like a DVD TV combo, but they were like, oh, why not just make it a PS2 instead?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong. How much did we pay for this PS2 TV to be shipped directly from Belgium?
So I was able to find this, and
Yeah.
mind you, this is one of the best conditioned ones because every other one was scuffed,
It's not bad.
for $650.
So, look, no one besides weirdos who are into collecting PlayStation paraphernalia should buy one of these in 2024. But I'll say that as a historical piece, it was really strange to have a PS2 built in the TV. Now, it's hard to understate just how popular the PS2 was. In fact, we just did an entire video talking all about the PlayStation 2 from its inception all the way through its absolute dominance of the generation. And stuff like this would not have existed if the PS2 wasn't on every street corner, every mother's second basements. This thing was cool back in the day. Understandably, 4 years after the PS3 came out, not a lot of people were interested in the PS2. But I'll tell you, as a historical bit of museum action that we paid 600 euros for apparently, I gotta say it actually is really cool. Alrighty then, let's, whoa, you're really aggressive. Ooh.
Remember how much you liked the other thing from Mystery Tech last time?
Oh yeah, the other thing from the other Mystery Tech. I've only done 100 and of those.
Well, we got you another one because
Wow.
you liked it so much.
Oh, another Freewrite thing. Oh no.
It's another, we got another one? Wait.
At some point in the not too distant past, we looked at the Freewrite Alpha, which was a little like keyboardy looking dude that was cool, but the problem was that it was like, what, $300 or $400, and it felt like a cheapy keyboard. Now it had a little e-ink display, and the idea with these things, it's like a modern day typewriter, and that you can type away and not have like, the distractions of your Facebook Messenger and your email and your Spotify, whatever, it's all gone, right? This is just a straightforward writing device. High contrast e-ink screen, full-size mechanical keyboard, lightweight aluminum housing, and Wi-Fi with seamless backups to the cloud. It's got a handle, so it's a big boy. Freewrite Smart Typewriter by Astro House. Now it does feel more premium. Yeah, feels nice. Astro House. It's taking a long time to boot. I feel like my keyboard should just turn on immediately, but we'll just give it a second. Let's try to see how this keyboard feels. Uh-oh. Well, it's quite laggy. Like, if you're used to a good mechanical keyboard, this is not especially great. It is at least a little bit clickier, but if you want an experience like this, you would be better off probably spending less money than this by buying yourself a mechanical keyboard and just plugging into a laptop that's like offline or something.
I guess like the asshole who's doing this in Starbucks would probably want the loudest keys. Look, I'm working on my screenplay.
Let me, before I render judgment on this particular product, let me unplug it. Let me actually sit down. Oh, the backlight turned off. What? How do I?
Plug it in.
No. Could I use this in like a chair or something? Like, it feels like it's not gonna be lappable.
I mean, that actually is probably its best use case, is that it's laughable.
Well, I've somehow made it stop working. So maybe that backlight normally stays on, but because it died, because it's e-ink, yeah, see, so it's now rebooting.
It's just
plugged in for a bit.
e-ink and keyboard, like what?
Yeah.
It was plugged in for like 15 minutes.
My concerns here is that the keyboard just feels like a $30 like cheap keyboard from like Amazon or whatever. Like, it does not sound premium. It's better than the Alpha, but like still not amazing. I'm torn. How much is this?
I don't want to tell you.
That's a good sign.
So it's $650.
What? If you're spending $650, can you spend more than $30 on the actual keyboard itself? Like, listen to this. Like, it doesn't sound good.
I think the problem is you are just not the target audience, right?
But I feel like I would like this thing. Like, I can imagine, like, hey, I need to like work on writing a video idea or whatever. Like, I would like the idea of a distraction-free, like, I'm never gonna think about like shutting the Wi-Fi off on my laptop when I'm trying to work on something, right? Like, I'm just not gonna do that. So like, I get the concept here, it's really cool. But I just, like, it's so much money, man. I could only recommend this for someone who, A, wants to be a cool hipster and focus, and B, has never used a nicer mechanical keyboard. Now, if you're just coming off of your MacBook that you've always typed on forever, this is probably gonna feel kind of cool. But if you've ever used a remotely decent mechanical keyboard, you're gonna choke on the $650 that you paid for this thing. And it's just like, oh, it's so close. Y'all didn't already order that Hemingway, did you?
I
never know.
We don't know what the future holds, like.
Subscribe for Typewriter Part 3. What do we got this fine Saturday night? No one gets to go home until the mystery tech has been revealed. Much like you have no choice but to subscribe to the channel and ring the ding-a-ling button. Otherwise, we'll be here till tomorrow morning. All right, why is it so warm? Ew. There is a Dasai Mochi helmet, race protection. Helmet guy?
It's a little friend.
Mochi version 2, $70? Huh? Nice to meet you. My name is Mochi and I'm your new driving buddy. He seems so sad.
He's crying because he's got to go with Ken.
I've seen Ken spin his Supra out on the banking of an actual speedway doing triple-digit speeds.
Yeah, it's great.
Place him anywhere in the car, and then if he's too loud, tell him to shut up. Mochi AI randomly generates his face. Keep an eye out for each one. That's adorable. Okay, I'm gonna simulate being in Ken's car. He's just doing little things. All right, while he does this, let me get his helmet out. So he just cycles through different faces using artificial intelligence, I will add. So we just sit here and watch for a while. He's just gonna keep giving us random faces, and we can just mount them on like our dashboard or something.
Don't shake the
I
baby.
shake all my friends. You would know.
The thing is that, like, I think you guys expect too much of this. This is supposed to be
I'm
like
expecting it to do anything.
This is like the equivalent of like a hula hoop girl like on your dashboard. Like, it's not supposed to be anything.
I wish I could be in an Arco commercial. Oh, he's here turned into Pong. He's turned into Pong. He's ponging. Mochi! Using the power of AI to make cute little noises on your dashboard, unlike the normal noises on your dashboard, which is ding 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 ding. You may have noticed that there is a distinct lack of items on the table. It is because this is Austin's brought his own thing for Mystery Tech segment.
But that makes it not mystery tech.
You know what? It's a mystery on how much I'm gonna love it. This is thanks to Macho Nacho Productions. So I've been watching Tito's channel for a while, and he did a video on this. And when I saw it, I didn't even finish the video. I had already ordered one. All right, inside, my friends, is an entire kit of lovely accessories to build my own Game Boy Color. Yes, you heard me right. Unlike a lot of the other kits that are out there, this is a brand new Game Boy. No reused parts whatsoever. So what it is it's actually an FPGA that will essentially hardware emulate the original Game Boy Color CPU. So we've got ourselves the motherboard.
Oh, that looks quite nice, actually.
That's sick, right? It has USB-C already built in, so it is designed to be used with a rechargeable battery. It also does have an LCD display, which should look quite nice. And the cool thing is, this is not emulation. It's not the big E, like Nintendo likes to call it.
There's no price on here, but how much did you pay?
Oh, so I bought this from the Retro Game Repair Shop. So the board itself with the screen is, I think, something like $90. Now, I do have a few extra things, so this grand total is about $130 or so. So I've got myself a brand new white shell. I also have, I open this up here, metal buttons. Now, I did splash a little extra money on the metal buttons. Feel that.
Oh, yeah, that does feel quite nice.
The good thing about this kit is that you actually don't really need to do a ton of work. So simple, in fact, that I'm going to build this entire thing myself with no help from anyone. And it's gonna be so cool when you see it done.
With the magic of editing.
Behold, my friends, the Game Boy Color Austin Edition. I'm not gonna lie, over the last couple of days after I built it, I've been letting my son play with it, and he's actually been playing Pokemon Red, so I got my save file up.
Can't help but notice there's a couple of little dimples on here.
Well, here's the thing. While I think I did a good job of building this, maybe I swapped a couple of screws and I put slightly too long screws in those, and it failed. It looks and sounds good, right? Brand new speaker, metal buttons, the whole deal.
See, okay, so here's the problem whenever I review one of these things that Austin did, is he's really bad at building stuff.
No,
so I can't tell whether the start and the select are bad or whether he just didn't put in the cushion the right way.
No, so-
because like there's zero give to them, so they almost feel capacitive.
So all the other buttons are fine, but because of the way I built this, it didn't actually, like the metal buttons are kind of meant to be used with like little like rubber spacers, but instead I had the original rubber buttons.
Yeah,
so I just took the original rubber buttons, I cut them down and put them underneath.
Why would I need to use the regular parts that they give?
I have the metal. I didn't want to use rubber for the bottom. That felt weird. So it's all metal. Those they're fine. They work. They don't click as much.
I will say that's adorable that your son's been playing this for a couple days and has not left Pallet Town.
He's two.
And
he's having a great time walking around Professor Oak's lab and finding Pokemon.
Have a Squirtle, which is
exactly.
Yeah,
He look, I raised my son right. He picked the correct starter.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I built this myself with my own two hands. It took like an hour. It was actually very fun. I think it's dope. I love the way the metal buttons feel. I think it looks great. The screen's terrific. Man, y'all are hating.
Can I have the honey after the bees in there make it?
Behold, my friends.
Is that a gateway box?
I was gonna say.
Well, it doesn't say anything. It just says Honda. Did Honda send this?
No. I spent a lot of your money on this.
Motocompacto. Oh, it's the little the suitcasey guy.
Yeah,
there you go.
So this, my friends, is a Motocompacto.
This is like a 10-mile-an-hour scooter, basically.
Yeah.
15 mile an hour.
15? Okay, I mean.
There's an app. Of course, there's an app. What's the app do?
Well, it has a manual in it, but when you explore the manual, it gives you trophies.
No, I don't want to do that. That sounds like a lot of work. So this part did this part, right?
Unlocked.
Ah. Oh, Bell.
Coming through.
The idea for this is instead of having like a scooter or whatever, you leave this in your car, and then as you like park downtown, you pull this out, and this is how you get around downtown.
It's like your last mile.
Yeah.
I was about to say the one downside here is there's no storage for like a bike lock. But once you unpack all this, the inside is all storage. Move around with it. All right. That's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah, there you go. Whee! Woo! Actually, you know what?
It's incredibly quiet.
It's very maneuverable because it's so small. Look, I can actually drive it around in here pretty easily. And like, if I wanted to make a really tight turn, look, I can literally almost do like a 90-degree kind of thing. Plus, you can back it up. And it does have a little speedometer. I assume it's in kilometers. So, like a lot of scooters, you can't just take off from a stop. You actually have to give a little kick, and then you can start throttling up. So the controls are pretty simple. So you've got this little throttle right here. I also like the little like leather like grips. It feels pretty nice. So mode 1, you need a rolling start and it'll go to 10 miles an hour. Mode 2, you don't need a rolling start and it'll go 15. So if I double tap, now we're in 2 mode. Okay,
Yeah,
so now,
We'll go ahead and do that one outside.
Yeah. Why are you doing it in here?
We work for a 3-year-old.
the turning radius is so tight. Like look how tight I can turn here. Wow, okay. Okay, 3, 4, 5 miles an hour, 6, 12. Oh boy, that's gonna be, yeah, so this does not take bumps well. I took that at 12 miles an hour and boy, that seat found a new home right up my pants. This is actually decent. Boy though, I would say that taking this on like a bumpy sidewalk or something sounds legitimately kind of scary. Now maybe if I'm driving slow, it's fine. Let's go ahead and take this thing out though on the open road. All right, goodbye my friends. Technically it's a scooter, so you should keep it on the bike lane, I would think, but that's okay. Okay, we are now on the street and it is bumpy. So this is 10 miles an hour, feels quite decent. I'm gonna go full speed, let's do it. All right, let's see what we top out. Oh, actually, no, there we go. That's 15. So we were 16, oh, actually, technically it says 15 miles an hour at the top, but we're actually doing 16 right now. You know what, this is actually pretty fast. It's fast enough that it would hurt if I fall off right now. Okay, so I'm going up a fairly steep hill. It looks like about 8 miles an hour is sort of where we're at. So with the 250 watt motor, it's never gonna be super fast, but it does have enough speed to at least get me up a very steep hill. If I was like pushing a bike up this, it would be annoying. All right. People are just staring at me like, what is that idiot doing on the scooter? All right, so you gotta be really committed to the portability aspect. It's probably gonna take you 2-3 minutes to tear this down and put it up every time. If you're the right kind of person for the Motocompacto, cool, sweet, but there's certainly some limitations. It is fairly expensive. It is not the most comfortable or the fastest scooter around, but what it is something with a lot of style. It works pretty well. And if you want something which is super portable and yet can still get you at a pretty decent speed, kind of fun. Actually, a lot of fun. It feels like one of those things that it's kind of irrational, but I like it.